everyone, and welcome to Glitzy Stitches Home DIY. My name is Shawnee. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, hey, hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Today we're going to be participating in the monthly challenge hosted by my friend Sonia of Domestic Diva, and this month our theme is pumpkins. So without further ado, let's get started, and I will have Sonia's channel link in the description box below, as well as a link to the playlist. Okay, first of all, I'm going to start off using one of these Dollar Tree palette sheets, and I'm using the creamy beige color of FX paint from Folk Art. There we go. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to cover my pumpkin. My brush is dry right now. I'm going to cover my pumpkin in this. And guys, I got this idea from one of my friends. It's Moxie DIY in Java, and she did a version of this. But let me tell you, her pumpkin was a better quality pumpkin, and she knocked it out of the park on this. Guys, check her out. I think she's like over almost 800 subscribers now, I think she is. And guys, she so deserves to be at 1,000. This girl is talented. She did her version of this and it was fantastic. So go check her out. I'll have the link to her channel in the description box as well. She's really, really good. So mine's a little bit different. I'm using the Dollar Tree pumpkin, and I'm going to do a little different style on my stem, but that's just because I don't have the materials to do it like she did. So, but we'll do a version here and see how it works out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get this pumpkin covered. Even though we're going to cover this pumpkin, I'm going to go ahead and do 2 coats on this because it'll make what we're going to put over this a whole lot better. Okay, guys, be right back. Okay, and the coolest part about these little palette papers from the Dollar Tree is like you just do this. Bye-bye. All right. So next, what we're going to do is my husband cut me up one of our black walnut tree branches today that had fallen off, and I drilled a little hole in there and I hot glued this stick, or the skewer actually, just like this. I'm going to hot glue a little bit more around here though, guys. Then I'm going to use some wood glue. I couldn't get this to go down, so I put tape over it so it wouldn't dry. I'm going to get some here. Yep, okay, here we go. Use a little bit of wood glue right here. Okay, it's a lot of wood glue. But, okay, get this off. And I'm going to stick my stem in this, guys. Now, this is a little bit, definitely different stem than on my friend Michelle's. But I'm just going to try this and see how we like this, okay? Okay. Now, and also, the hat that I'm going to be using, I'm really excited about this hat, guys. Check this out. So, okay. So, in Michelle's video, she said that she cut the pom-pom off of the hat, and I've seen this one at the Dollar Tree today and said, oh, the pom-pom fell off. I don't even care. And come to find out, it's a ponytail hat. So I actually, I was thinking I was, getting away, hey, but this is, the elastic is in here and it's stretchy. So we're going to go with this. Okay, what we're going to do is I'm going to put this hat over our pumpkin like so. Oh, I'm nervous. Just like this. Okay, it's going to fit all the way over. So, I'm going to have to cut some of this off, which is fine. I'm going to cut some of this off, and I'll be right back, and then we'll come back, and we're going to glue it. Then we're going to do the ridges. This is really, really cool. Okay, Be right back. Okay, and to make sure our pumpkin sits nice and flush, what I'm going to do is I purchased these 3.5-inch rounds off of Amazon. You guys, I love these. I use them for everything. So I'm going to flood some hot glue here on the bottom of my pumpkin, and I've just tamed the sweater down, and we're going to put it right there, just like that. Press nice and firmly. Okay, just like that. Okay. So now we're going to take some of the nautical rope from the Dollar Tree. I purchased this at the Dollar Tree. And it has the 3 strands here. So what we're going to do, now I hope I can pull this off because she did it and made it look so easy, but I'm not real sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off each individual section like so. We're going to hot glue this to our pumpkin and the stem, just like that. And you want it to variate around your pumpkin. So, sorry guys, it's way too far off. You want it to variate around your pumpkin so it looks real. Make it look more realistic. Okay, here goes. Not a good time for my glue gun to act up. Okay. Just like that. Perfect. Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get our pumpkin stem attached here, and I'll be right back. Okay, how amazing is that? Look at that, guys. I think that looks so cool. Now let me see if I can get this right, because we want to hot glue and twist our remaining rope around like this to make it appear to be the pumpkin stem, just like that. And you want to keep twisting. So, okay, I'm going to try this. Now, it's the first time I've done this, so we'll do it together. Okay, I'm putting a bunch of hot glue on there. I'm going to twist it around like so, I think. Yep, like that. Okay, I'm going to cut mine off here, like so. And I'm going to bring it up. Put a little bit more hot glue right in there. We'll let it set a second. And you want to make sure that everything is dry. And I'm going to show you our next step on this. We're going to put the ridges in the pumpkin, and you want to make sure that your hot glue is dry before you pull it really tight to go to define your ridges on here. Okay. All right. I think this is really cool. It's my version of what she did. Hers was bigger, but I just loved hers, so I wanted to try this, and I think it turned out pretty cute. The stem anyway, but I can keep working with it too. But I want to show you guys how to do the ridges now. Do the ridges in our pumpkin. I'm going to take some thistle rope, and I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue right here, like so. Just like that. We're going to make sure it dries. And I'm going to go ahead, guys. I can pretty much wing this up to right there. I'm going to cut it. And I want this nice and tight. And I'm going to hot glue it right to there, right to the bottom of our board. Okay. So, a little bit of hot glue right there. Bring our rope right there, just like so. We're going to hold that just for a second. It dries really fast, guys. So here's our pumpkin and our stem. I think this turned out adorable. I did it a wee bit different. I used the larger rope to define the pumpkin. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a few embellishments on this. Okay, so I went ahead and I tied some jute twine around our stem, and I think that looks just absolutely adorable. I think it looks really, really cute. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lay this little spray right like that. I'm just going to hot glue that really quick, and I think that looks so nice. It just adds a little something, something to it. Really, really like that. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit, not much, just a little bit of hot glue right there. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lay this right like that. Just like so. I'm going to leave the stem and everything. I just think it just adds a little something to it. I think this turned out adorable. Again, it's not the exact version of Michelle's, but I really appreciate the inspiration. Love the way this turned out. Okay, on to our second and final DIY, DIY number 2. Our second and final DIY today, guys, we have these velvet pumpkins from the Dollar Tree. Now, guys, I have never worked with these before. This will be my first time working with these, and this is something else that I've seen on another YouTube channel, and she just took and decorated them up, and they looked absolutely fantastic. She did paint her stems, but you know what, guys, I'm kind of liking the color of these stems. These stems are like an antique gold, and they're very pretty, actually. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to get any imperfections that I can see. From the last DIY, I burnt my hands about 5 times. I had blisters, so I got to be careful here. But okay, what we're going to do first, let's do the blue one first. Blue is one of my favorite colors. I really, really like it. So we're going to put some blue, some pearl, and some really fancy blue on here. And what we're going to do, guys, is simply just go right down the rivets of the pumpkin and define them. I tell you what, these jewels from the Dollar Tree are awesome. You can really get a lot out of these. They're very pretty. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to run them straight down the ridges of the pumpkin, just like so. Just like this, right there, right down, straight like that, to about right there, right at the edge, right where the other one might hit. Can you guys see this? I am so sorry if I'm out of range here. Let's see. And they really stick too, guys. They really stick. It's no joke. They stick really well. Okay. There we go. Okay. Just like that. Okay. See how simple that was? Then I'm going to run a bead of white. Let me get these all open. Should have had this done before I started this, shouldn't I? Run a bead of white pearl. These are pretty too, and they're so versatile. You can use these babies for everything. Just trying to think of the way. Yeah, these are, you have to cut these right off here. That's what I thought. I knew there was one that the Dollar Tree sold that you had to cut off before you used it. And this is it, the pearls. It makes for just a really pretty pumpkin. The stem is just very nice. Okay, just like so. Okay. Then I'm just going to cut it right here. And there we go. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get the blue dots on, and I'm going to go around our pumpkin, and I'll come right back and I'll show you what we have. Okay, guys, and I want to put this last strip of blue pearl on with you on this blue pumpkin. And we're going to call this blue pumpkin finished. Oh, this is so easy, guys. You just take your tacky paper off the back and it sticks absolutely wonderful to these velvet pumpkins. And guys, I am not going to do another thing to this one. I think this is absolutely gorgeous. It's going to look great in our pumpkin vignette today. All right, guys, and let's do the pink one. Now this pink one, I have to tell you, it's almost a mauve, I guess. I am not a big pink girl. I never have been. I like some things in pink, but I thought this was so pretty. So what we're going to do is the same thing that we basically did for our blue one, except I don't have any plain pink pearls. So we're probably just going to go with the pink in the center and 2 pearls on the side, like so. I'm going to go check in my stash and make sure I don't have anything, other beads that we can run with this, guys. Be right back. So glad I looked because I did find these. Now these are the single dots, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and put the single dots on there with our others. So what we're going to do, again, I don't have it open and I should have. Sorry, guys. All right. We're just going to take, this is so simple. And it's just, the effect is just beautiful. And I don't want to put any bows or anything on this. It's amazing, really. I just love the way those stems look. Okay, so let me see. Just going to take my pink. We're going to run right here, go all the way up here. You can kind of feel the ridges in there, guys, where you need to go. We're going to go down just like so. Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Can you see that? So pretty. All right. Sorry, guys. Bring it over here to cut it. Cut it off like so. Right down like that. And there you go. Okay. And for the pearls, I'm going to do the same thing as I did previously. I'm going to cut this all the way down. All right, just to about 3/4 down, guys. This is what I'm doing, and this is real tacky, real tacky. So what we're going to do is just like that. I'm going to cut it like so. There we go. All right. I'm going to pull this off like that. Yeah, this is very tacky. Okay. And we're going to put here, like this, right down. And if you have trouble sticking any of these on, guys, you can always take a bit of hot glue, just a tad, and touch it with that, and it'll work fantastic. Cut right here. Being careful not to cut your velvet, all right, or your velour, whatever we want to call that. All right, just like so. See, like right here, this is going to give me a little bit of trouble sticking. So all I'm going to do is take a dab, just a dot of hot glue, right like so. My glue gun is the fine tip glue gun as well, so works pretty good at that. There we go, just like so. It's going to take some down here too, I see. So again, I'm just going to tap a little bit on that pearl, just like so. There we go. All right, guys, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get our jewels attached, and I'll be right back. Okay, friends, I am putting a dab of hot glue on each one of these pink tabs. They're not sticking as well as the other does, just like so. Just putting a little dab of hot glue right there, just a little. I'm going right down that ridge. These are gorgeous. Just like that. There we go. Okay. Very, very pretty. Love it. Okay, I'm going to do, gosh, another line of pink right here. I'm going to have to because that's the way the pattern's going. So, all right, guys, I'm going to finish this up. I'm going to come back. I'm going to have a little vignette set up here, and I'm going to show you guys look at completed DIY. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that notification bell right next to your subscription, and you'll be notified each time I upload new video. I can also be found on Instagram and Facebook at Glitzy Stitches Home DIY. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.